here we go. Headlights on. Man, before I go, man, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Roy, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be installing these headlights into this square body. And we're also going to be installing LED switchbacks into the signal light housing. Alright guys, I'm going to show y'all this right quick. This is what I do when I don't have a solder gun on hand. And I don't right now. First of all, I take my wire, cut me off plenty, twist it up real good. You don't want any loose prongs. You want it all tight, as in one piece. Twist it up real good and tight. See how that look? Nice and tight. Then what I do, this is where I have my wire, my insulation cut. Sorry guys, I don't have a cameraman or nothing, but I'm trying to just show y'all what I can. All right, you can see I already done one. But anyway, this is where I have my insulation split. And I go in to where the wire is bare, twist around it. Make sure you have the insulation split good enough to get the wire in between so you can make a good connection. I like to go around it, pull it real tight, and I twist these two together. Hope you guys can see that, man. Anyway, after I get that done, I'll test it. Make sure my connection is good. On here, the driver light, the DRL lights would be the red one. See it light up? So you know you got a good connection. These will be the blinkers. Okay, so once you see that you have a good connection down here, go ahead and tape it up really good with some electrical tape. Now it's a lot better if you have a solder gun and you solder the wire on there and you put a sleeve on it or something, or you tap it in, but I don't have neither on hand right now. I like to tape them up individually, each wire individually, and then I'll finish it off by taping them together. All right, we got that all taped up. Lights still on, so you know everything still have a good connection. That's another thing I like to do, which I know a lot of electrical guys probably wouldn't recommend, is doing this with the battery hooked up or with the lights on, but they hardly throw any current through these little wires, and if anything goes wrong, you're probably gonna blow a fuse or something. But you know, it's probably wrong, but that's the way I like to do it, to make sure I still have a good connection. Even if I use an inline T-tap, if I solder it, I just like to know before I finalize everything and put it back up. I just like to know that, you know, it's got a good connection. I don't have to take nothing back apart and check for everything. So it's just the way I do it. If you're not comfortable with doing it, I wouldn't recommend it. But like I said, I do it like that. So before you install your new headlights in here, I don't know if you got any, but if you do, I'm changing both. Make sure to scrape this out and clean it out as good as possible, because all this corrosion is going to be hard to get a good connection on your light, and then you'll be showing signs of a bulb out, and your bulb could be good, but corrosion just keeping it from getting a good connection. So be sure to clean this out as best as possible. Believe it or not, I already scraped a lot of corrosion out of here, so you ain't gonna get all of it out, but I'm gonna try to get a little bit more out and stick the bulb in there and see what we got. But don't forget this part of it. Guys, I went ahead and I've been fooling with this thing. It's got me frustrated because this truck has some wiring issues that I hadn't figured out yet. It has no bright lights, and when you put it on bright, the one dim light come on that side, and when you put it on dim, nothing is on that side. So I don't know. It's wires crossed up somewhere. Somebody rigged it up some kind of way. I'm just gonna go ahead and wire these up and run them to. I'm gonna wire these up. I already got the male ends on and connect them to the female ends of this harness on the back of the light. And I got my 2 wires here. I'm gonna cut them and tie them into this parking light. And I'll show you that in a minute. I'll go ahead and get that all taped up, put it away. Then I'll try to show you guys more. Right now I'm scratching my head, so I'm trying to figure it out myself. For some reason, when I plug the factory light back in, you get a little lighting, but when I take it out and put the LED light in, I get nothing. So I don't know if it's a bad ground or what's going on. I'm gonna show you guys what I mean by plugging this factory light up. For some reason, the other light's power on. But when I unplug it, everything go off. I don't know. Got me scratching my head. So, like I said, I just want to show y'all what I meant and what was going on with the light. So, let me figure it out. I'll get back with you. Alright guys, I ended up just wiring everything up, and I had to leave the factory headlight in on one side or the other, so I just left it in on the passenger side for tonight. But I finished wiring everything up, and I think it's just a bad ground somewhere on these lights. I just have to find it. And but anyway, I'm gonna put it up until tomorrow. Just try to show you guys what function it has right now. Slow the blinkers down, but headlights on. Just giving you guys a glimpse of how these lights look at night. I mean, this road is already pretty well lit, so it's not the darkest street, but you can see what light they put out on the street. It's just on them.
The next day.
All right, guys, it's day 2, and we're back on the Square body headlight installation. I'm gonna get this thing all wrapped up. We got the driver's side all done. Just have to finish swapping out that top light and finding the issue with the ground. We have to find that issue. We're gonna get it wrapped up today. If not, we're gonna go get a gallon of gas and throw a match at it. Nah, we're gonna get it done though. First, I'm gonna go ahead and grab that the grill and start putting all that stuff back in. And since I already have everything else wrapped up, I only have the passenger side to finish. So I'm gonna get the driver's side and the grill all assembled. As I was getting everything buttoned up, Big Bro pulled up on me. He got a 81 or 82 short bed, so if you upgrading, he pulling up on you. All right, guys, we finally got everything wrapped up, full grill installed, and on the switchbacks, he said just don't put them in for now because of for some reason they wouldn't stay white, and I'm thinking maybe it has something to do with why the lights wouldn't work unless you on that side and on the top on the passenger side if you didn't put the original headlight back in. And I was thinking it was a ground, but it wasn't. It turns out you have to loop these two lights together. The brown wire on the back of the pigtail with the brown wire on the bottom light, and also the ground wire, which is the black wire. Loop them two together and everything lit up fine. So I'm thinking maybe that has something to do with why the switchbacks weren't working properly. But I mean, it's a little cloudy and it's starting to drizzle, so I'm gonna take it in, and maybe at a later date we'll stick the switchbacks in there and see if they'll work right now that we got everything wired up where it'll function properly. So that's gonna do it for today's video. Well, let me close the hood, give y'all the final look. Yeah, turned out pretty good, man. I do say so myself. Before we go, man, I'm gonna give y'all I'm gonna do a quick function test. I had these lights on so low, the battery is low, so I don't know how it's gonna work, but we're gonna try it out. Still got that hyper flash, but lights off. Say, bro, I just want to take a little time and let you guys know that I appreciate you guys really for your support, your like, your comments, your subscription to the channel, and also those of you that share my content with others. Maybe you want your boy to see how this is done, or whatever the case may be, whatever reason you might share it or comment. I appreciate it, man, because like I said before, I don't like talking to myself. I'm not good at talking into the camera. I am, working on getting better at it, but like I said, man, I appreciate you guys. Before I go, man, you know how we truck guys are. We like to show off any customization we done to our vehicles. And you pull up on one of your boys with a square body, sitting outside his road, the truck idling, and these things blink like this, it's gonna drive him nuts, man. He might vomit in his mouth. So any little upgrades to make me stand out, I'm with it. But yeah, I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day, your night, whatever you got going.